Okay, so what I want to do is talk about the structure. That's the first principle that we should review again and again to make sure that we're on point with the structure. There are three main stages: attraction, comfort, and seduction in the timeline from meet to sex. Let's return to the timeline. We're going to break the timeline apart from meet to sex into different parts or stages. The first stage is attraction. The second stage is comfort building. The third stage is seduction. Fair? Now there's a beginning, middle, and ending to the first stage. There's a beginning, middle, and ending to the second stage. There's a beginning, middle, and ending to the third stage. Let me label those beginnings, middles, and endings of those stages: A1, A2, A3, C1, C2, C3 for comfort, and S1, S2, S3. All I've done is named them. I've named the 9 linear phases from meet to sex. Every pickup goes through these 9 phases. Every pickup has to go through these 9 phases. And it has to happen in order. If you jump over one, you compromise comfort, then seduction won't take place. She may be attracted to you but not comfortable to be with you, so it's not going to happen. Or you may have comfort with the girl, but she's not attracted to you, so it's not going to happen. It all has to happen in order. So A1, A2, A3, then moving the set into a lock-in position, like leaned up against the wall or sitting on a bar stool, having her join you and her friends join you. That's called lock-in. We want to get to lock-in about 3 to 5 minutes into set. When you're going to a group set, 3 to 5 minutes in that set, you should already be considering, where am I going to lock this set in? Am I going to lean up against the bar so it looks like the girls are joining me? Am I going to sit with them? Am I going to move them 8 feet over to this wall over here where I can lean back? Somehow I want to get to lock-in. That's called a move. So I'm going to A1, A2, A3, then move the set into a C1 location and build comfort. That's pickup. Pickup is A1, A2, A3, move to C1. Every set that you do, every successful set, you'll A1, A2, A3, move to C1. Now let me explain what the objectives of each of those phases are. And we can write these down in a list. So this is the linear, the 9 phases that are linear. It's a linear 9 phases, we'll call it. The linear 9 phases of the M3 model. The purpose of A1, you already know it, you felt it yesterday, is to open. The objective of A1 is to open. It's not to telegraph interest. It's not to hit on the girl. It's not to alienate her friends by hitting on the girl. It's just to initiate the conversation and reach the hook point where they accept you talking to them and welcome your presence. And there are 2 tools that can help us in opening. And these 2 tools are the use of openers and false time constraints. 2 tools for an artist in A1. I've given you a book. You've read the book, or had a look at the Hey Guys book at all?
Yes.
Good. In that book is a list of 60 plus openers. What I'd like you to do is go through that book. Maybe we can even take the time to do that now, talk about the actual openers, so that you can select a bunch to get good at tonight. Right now, you need more material, and you're going to use material that you don't yet know. So we're going to use the night as a practice ground in order to practice that material. That's the plan. So A1 is to open. Very simple. It gets more complicated as we go down the road. A2 is about male to female interest. Getting the female interested in the male. This is where the pickup artist demonstrates higher value to her and elicits IOIs from her, indicators of interest from her. And there are two tools for handling yourself in A2. DHVs and negs. You need the negs to be permitted to DHV. Some girls give you shit tests, and you've got to be able to handle them quickly. That's what negs are about. Preemptive strikes. Before she negs you, turns her back to you, you turn your back to her. She hasn't earned your interest yet, so turn your back to her. Give her a little bit of your back. That's an example of an egg. You're not just, being rude. You're just being dismissive. You're not being callous. You're just being dismissive.
A good example is when a woman says where she's from, or maybe you're talking about where you're both from, and when she says her place, you go, Like, oh, I'm from LA.
Yeah, girl did that on you.
Yeah, that's why I took it already into my vocabulary.
That's
instantly.
right.
Everything good,
I was there when that happened.
Because we were negative each other.
Yeah, you said I'm from Wandsworth, and she goes,
Yeah.
Like, I don't know that one. Just Chelsea, yeah. You go,
Yeah.
That's an egg. So two things happen in A2. DHVs, we run our material, our DHV-laden material, and we also neg the target in order to prime her to want to qualify herself in the next phase. It's genius. It only works on 9s and 10s. I don't know how to pick up 7s. What we went out and saw were a bunch of 7s. I know I freak everybody out. I can captivate them and be astonishing. But to snag a real hottie requires DHVs. You can't really, if you DHV yourself too much to a girl who's not hot, you can blow yourself out. You're overqualified. It's like the girl at a, it's like the girl that works at a McDonald's and a superstar comes in, like George Clooney comes in and asks for the girl's number, and she says no. Why would she say no to George Clooney? Because he's overqualified. She's not ready to accept his reality. So he gets blown out by 7s, but 10s will find you interesting. It's a weird phenomenon. Go after hotter girls and you'll get better results. Even in training, I'd rather fail with a 10 than succeed with a 7. Have the courage to go after the hottest girl in the room. And then DHV yourself. Run material on her. DHV material, A2 material. So for A1, you have A1 material, openers. In A2, you have DHV material. I'll talk about the 5 DHVs now. I don't care what DHV material you use as long as you brag. It's bragging. It's the artful brag. It's bragging without bragging. But you're bragging in A2. I think you go off into banter. You don't go off into stories that brag, that actually trigger the 5 DHVs. So I'll go over the 5 DHVs again. No, because you're jovial, you're laid back, and you kind of let her make the moves. And there has to be more DHVs done so that she has a reason to compliment you, a reason to hit on you. It's just like A3 where you qualify her and reward her for qualifying. Well, you're doing the same in A2, except the mirror opposite. In A2, she's qualifying you, right? Yeah. She's hitting on you for things you've said to her. So it's all about the things you say to her. And the 5 DHVs in A2 are, the 5 DHVs are, first one, pre-selection. If you can demonstrate to a girl that you are pre-selected by other women, she will find you attractive. 80% of attraction is pre-selection. If you can't show her that you're with girls from a previous set, from the previous night, then you're going to brag. You're going to tell stories about being with girls. One story example is where I say, I'm accustomed to beauty. I'm not desensitized to it, but I am accustomed to beauty. Look around. Beauty's common. What's rare is a great outlook, a great energy, a great personality. And you've got 2 out of 3. It's a good start. It's built into that is the bragging of me being accustomed to beauty. And that hits. Girls treat me with greater respect after I say that soundbite. That's the pre-selection DHV being triggered. Pretty covertly. That's the first of the 5 DHVs that we want to convey. The second one is leader of men. We want to convey 2-3 minutes into the set that we are the leader of men. So if you say you're the boss, like if we all called you the boss tonight, you know, we introduced you, and this is Russell, the boss. You can just call him the boss. We do. That's your new nickname, the boss. Girls will feel like you've got bigger boobs. You're more attractive because of just the soundbite of saying he's the boss. I know this because we do this to students all the time. We pick one guy to be the boss, and the girls just gravitate to him. They just, oh, you're the boss, okay. So you're the one to talk to of this group. You're the best man here. All with just the soundbite of saying he's the boss, right? Leader of men is conveyed by being the boss. You want to convey that you're the leader of men. You can demonstrate it by actually running a set. Laughter, smiles with guys, and a girl sees that from a distance and sees that you're having fun with a group of guys, and that you're not needy and you're not trying to chase girls, you're not lonely and looking, you're perfectly satisfied shooting the shit with friends, surrounded by love. That's what you want to convey to a girl. That's leader of men. You're leading a group of men in a conversation. That is attractive to a woman. See, we're trying to trigger attraction. You can trigger it with pre-selection, leader of men. The third one is protector of loved ones. That's the third DHV. If you can demonstrate that you're a protector of your loved ones, then she will find you more attractive. Because if she joins your social circle, she will be protected too by your umbrella of protection. An example of that is to grab the girl by the hand when you go across the street with her, when you cross at a crosswalk, and you tell her to shut up and pay attention, and you hold her hand and say, my job is to get you from here to here without killing us. So let me get my job done. Come here, stay close, pay attention, let's get across. And then you finally get across. I'm hamming it up. I'm hamming the protector of loved ones up. And then when I get across, I let go of her. So she feels the need to want to touch me again and hold my hand again and make the move on me. That's why I let go of her. The power is in the roll-off. But I ham it up because I'm the protector of loved ones. That's one of my roles. She can sense the value I have for her by being a protector of my loved ones. If she was a loved one, she would be protected by me too. In emergencies, I'm the one who you call. And I get shit done. I can solve a problem in an emergency. Can't solve it if it's not an emergency, but you give me an emergency and I can make a phone call and get shit handled. I know enough people. That's a resource that a lot of men don't have. Hear these sound bites? These are DHVs, right? Leader of men DHVs. Protector of loved ones DHVs. The next DHV is a willingness to emote. Emote means emotion. A willingness to show emotion. I think you were stifled yesterday, so you weren't unstifled and clear and free to actually shoot the shit with people. You know, you were still stifled, so I didn't see your best self yesterday. Maybe tonight, when you get into the groove, 3 warm-up sets, hopefully one of them hooks enough so you can get talkative, run some material, feel good about it, and then you see the hot girl and snag, because you've got momentum, right? And you're projecting your best self in the delivery of your material. Yesterday it was too low energy. Over here, the willingness to emote has to be demonstrated. You have to show that you have a rich range of emotions, that your emotional circuitry is normal, because they're judging you based on the performance of a few minutes of interaction. So in that interaction, we have to see that your emotional circuitry is normal. If I kick a puppy in front of you, you're going to go, oh my God, what did you just do? You're going to push me away, right? You're going to throw me out of a window for kicking a puppy, as opposed to laughing. If I kicked a puppy and you laughed, you would have demonstrated incorrect emotional behavior, right? Like, if I say a mama joke and you laugh, that's not as calibrated as if you were to say, ooh. More personality gets conveyed by, you know, that's what Wem does, Colgate. He'll go, ooh. And way more personality gets conveyed that way by just agreeing with you, you know? He's funny, he's funny.
That's awesome.
But what's lacking here in your game so far is a commitment to emote. A girl has to know your emotional circuitry is normal so she can align with you. So when you tell stories, you should show a rich range of storytelling emotions. Sometimes I'll be smiling and laughing. Sometimes I'll be all serious and bring it close. And, oh my God, and this asshole was following my girlfriend home in a car. Pricks. And I get, you know, angry in my face. I'm not hiding behind the smile. Oh, so you're a nurse. No way. Tell me more. Right? It's the American smile. You're hiding behind a smile. But I need to show the girl a rich range of emotion in my storytelling of the first 5 minutes of material so that she can assess that my circuitry is normal and she can align with me. She doesn't even have to know who I am. If she knows my emotional circuitry is normal, like her brother, like a typical normal person who's sentient, who's got, you know, a brain in their heads, she'll feel attraction. She at least won't be turned off. So what's lacking in your game so far is a conveyance of emotion. To laugh, to smile, to emote, to show anger. You don't even show anger. Or just, you know, being pissed. You don't show the rich range of emotions that are normal for human beings to have. We have to have you demonstrate those rich range of emotions in the first 5 minutes. Fair? So that's the 4th DHV. She can trust your emotional circuitry is normal, and therefore she feels safe. She can push your buttons. And the 5th one is successful risk taker. The operative word is successful, not just risk taker. Successful risk taker. An example of that is when I was a kid, I built an underground fort. And I finished it. And it was beautiful. It was a 10-foot by 10-foot room, 10 foot deep, with the roof over top of it, dug into the park across the street from where I lived. And I convinced friends of mine to dig, and in return for digging and joining in the dig, they got to be a member of my club. And we put a roof on it, and in the winter time, when it snowed and the snow was on that roof, you couldn't tell that there was a secret fort there. I was 12 years old when I made that. That's my story. That's a successful risk taker. At 12 years old, I convinced a group of friends to build a fort with me, and we built it and completed it. And what was cool was I'm standing at the top of the hill, looking down into the valley of the park, across the street from where I lived. And it's snowing, and it's quiet. And the only thing you can see at the bottom is this 2-foot by 2-foot square of light coming from nowhere, like a teleporter, in the middle of the snow, with steam rising because my friends are inside there and they're under the frost line. It's warm. And I built that. I made that. And I looked up from the top, looked down, and when my friends are there, I created that. Have you ever created something? And I'm off to qualifying the girl.
It also displays like the leader of men.
The leader of men is built into that. And I was 12. So how much better am I at it now? I've got resources. So those are the 5 DHVs that we want to convey in our storytelling in A2. Many of these DHVs are embedded into the stories that are in the Hey Guys book. So when you read these, they have DHVs sort of embedded into them already. You want to DHV yourself right on the open. That's why body language is so important, not to turn and face them, because they haven't earned that yet. It'll be over the shoulder to talk. And the smile. Good mood, but over the shoulder. They haven't earned you turning. Those are the DHVs for A2. Now in A3, let's move forward to A3. The objective is to qualify the girl. It's the mirror opposite of A2. In A2, I DHV and she IOIs. In A2, I DHV and she IOIs. In A3, I encourage her to DHV to me so I can positively misinterpret everything she says and IOI her. Mirror opposites. The only real difference is A2 is 3 to 5 minutes long. First impression is then over. A3 is 8 to 12 minutes long. You'll be qualifying a girl, like my supermodel girlfriend. You'll be qualifying her for 8 to 12 minutes. Longer if she's hotter, because you can only qualify her once in the relationship at the beginning. So you want to be able to be in the relationship later and say, I qualified you. You won't say it that way, but that you have been won over by her. You've been enchanted by her. Not enchanted by her beauty on the open, but rather she won you over by her personality, because looks you're accustomed to. Yeah, she's gorgeous. So's everyone else here. Beauty's common. Look around. Beauty's common in my life. And that's something you'll just have to get used to. These are the DHVs that trigger attraction. So in A3, the objective is to qualify the girl, to ask her questions, to get her to invest in answering, that you can positively misinterpret, and give her indicators of interest for having said so. This is the structure of pickup. You will then, after qualifying her for 8 to 12 minutes, sometime in the qualification phase, you will move the set, which is a phase in and of itself. Just a technical, logistical thing. I got to move the set into locking. Here, come join me for a sec. Come meet my friends. Let me introduce you to some good people. These are all examples of sound bites to say that will move the set into a lock-in. You're going to have to remember some of them and not stutter when you say them. So there'll be like sound bites in your ear that you can just say smoothly. One of them is, let's go make some friends. You can write that one down in quotes. Let's go make some friends. Come on, let's go make some friends. You may even want to start it with come on. Come on, let's go make some friends. Good soundbite to use. Come on, let's go make some friends. Now I'm already ahead of the game because I've already said it a few times. So this soundbite is a single soundbite to me. Come on, let's go make some friends. Is a single soundbite that I use over and over. I use it in every set. At some point, I'll say to the set, come on, let's go make some friends. And then I'll open the adjacent set with social proof, being pre-selected, triggering attraction from on the open. Make sense? Come on, let's go make some friends. That's one of the sound bites. Another one is, let me introduce you to some good friends of mine. You can write that down. Let me introduce you to some good friends of mine.
Get a squeaky chair. Must be the way you're leaving.
In A3, we ask questions and then give her indicators of interest for her answers. So we need a bunch of questions in A3. We need material for A3. We need material for A2, we need DHV material, but we need material for A3. So at the beginning of qualifying, I'll cross my arms and say, is there more to you than meets the eye? Is there more to you than your looks? And at the end of A3, I'll be saying, with my arms open, your first impression was neutral, but now that I get to know you, you're incredible. You are absolutely incredible. I'm so grateful my friends dragged me out to this shithole, otherwise I would never have met you. I'm hitting on her. That's the art of A3, qualifying, making her feel qualified.
Do enough for that.
So let's get that set up when we get to the cheat sheet.
But also, you're saying, I don't normally come to a
Right.
You're lucky to find me. In
Yeah, it's a DHV built
I
in
can't
there.
even smell shit, I'm so high above. Welcome to the layer cake.
Welcome to the layer cake. After or during A3, while you're qualifying her, you move the set. So you can say, let's go make some friends, or let me introduce you to some friends, or here, come join me for a sec, and move the set into a sit down or an isolation. That's the move. It's a phase. It's short, but it's important because you can do multiple moves and build multiple memories with the girl. Bring her over here, bring her over there, have her meet these friends, have her meet those friends. Make sense? Keep the pickup moving. Keep it interesting by having multiple places to bring her. Go to the smoking section. Go to the bar. Go sit down at a table. Do stuff with her. Don't just stand there for 10 minutes with the girl. Stand there for a few minutes with the girl, then move the set. And then work her for a few more minutes, and then move the set. And then work her for a few minutes and move the set. More memories are created, hanging out with you more quickly. Fair? That's A3, and that's moving. And finally, we get to C1, the first phase of comfort. And we need enough comfort, at least a little bit of comfort, at least the beginning stage of comfort, in order to get a phone number that's going to stick. Because if you get it prematurely, you get the number in 3 minutes. She may be attracted to you and gave the number, but she's not comfortable. She's not comfortable when you call. She's not going to answer. I don't know that guy. I feel discomfort. So the idea of comfort is to build trust. You want her to feel trust in you, that you won't make her feel uncomfortable. That's what comfort is. Comfort is the trust that you will not make her feel discomfort.
That's why if she even feels a hint of it early on, it can blow the set.
Yeah. The objective of C1 is not comfort. Instead, the objective of C1 is to not make her feel discomfort. Just don't make her uncomfortable. Run, murder, marry, shag in C1. So those are the first phases to pick up. A1, open, false time constraint. A false time constraint is another tool for an artist in A1. You may want to go back up to your A1 notes. FTC stands for false time constraint. If I say to a girl, I can only stay a second, I've got my friends here. Did you see the fight outside? It's stacked to a routine. That's a false time constraint. I can only stay a second, I got my friends here. Or if I tuck the chair in and get up, stand up, tuck the chair in and act as if I'm about to leave, and then say, oh, one more quick thought. and then rejoin and sit down again, that was a false time constraint. I'm constraining my time to them. It's false because I actually am sticking around. But it looks to them like I've got a time constraint and I'm not sticking around. I can only stay a second, I got my friends here. That's a soundbite, which is an FTC. You should be memorizing sound bites in English so you don't stutter during them.
Soundbite.
A soundbite is a string, is a sentence. A single short sentence that is in the audio center of your brain, memorized like a song. You sing it.
Soundbite.
It's called a soundbite. A soundbite is a short bite of sound.
An audio file.
An audio file. Like, let's go make some friends. That's the let's go make some friends audio file. Little soundbite. Let's go make some friends. Come on, let's go make some friends. You'll be memorizing in English many sound bites like this. Let's go make some friends. And practicing them without stuttering so that when you're in field, they'll just come out smoothly, right? And they help you achieve a result. Like if I want to move the set and I want them to join me, I'll say, here, come join me for a sec. That's a sound bite. Here, come join me for a sec. I've said that a bazillion times to people. Here, come join me for a sec. Notice the false time constraint built into it.
For a sec.
For a sec. I once said, for a minute. I could only stay a minute. I got my friends here. And one dude responded, 59, 58, 57. No, go try your luck. 56. You got a minute. Just being an ass. But it blew me out because I wasn't prepared for it. You know? Now it's preemptive strike. I just say a second rather than
You can say a moment as well.
a moment, yeah. I've only got a moment.
So what do you nag or something when you start doing that, or just...
Sometimes you reward them for their stupid behavior by laughing.
Okay.
You're like, that was good. That was good. Because it's just a joke and just a shit test, and it's how you handle it, right?
I don't think I nag too much. I think I need to practice nagging too.
I personally believe, respectfully,
No problem.
that the girls that you're working are not as hot as you can get.
You can't neg the girls that you're approaching.
That's right.
'Cause
You
they'll
can't
take it
neg
as
the
an insult.
girls that you're approaching.
I'm glad I didn't nag.
You're approaching girls that are not hot enough. You're a hotter girl, a 9 in your life, not only will make you look like you're the f***ing man to have a 9 in your life, but she'll be easier to get because she's sexually in her prime. She's looking hot on purpose. So you get a hot girl in your life and it's gonna be more on than if you get a not hot girl. And you have to neg the hot girls.
Because yesterday, and even in LA, I remember I used two Cosmos openers.
Right?
So yesterday, the one at the bar that you were like, go back and open, and I said, you know, you have great energy. And she said,
Yeah.
I don't have great energy.
Right? Blew you up.
I didn't know how to respond to that. And then even,
She said you don't have great energy.
she said, I don't have great energy, when I said, you have great energy.
Yeah.
And then even in LA, when I said to the girl, I said, you look like a lot of fun. She's like, we're not a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And they're just sitting there, and then Cosmo just walks up, he's like, what did you say to them?
Yeah, what did you say to them? It's like exactly what you said. It just
He
went
said,
wrong.
I'm gonna go in there and say the same thing.
Yeah.
And then he came back out, he was like, that set was hard.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even when you came
Blue
over, I
man.
used Murder Mary Shag on them. Because I kept opening them, because they were like sitting in the same room.
Okay, yeah.
The girl was just like this.
Keep going back, man. Keep going back.
Yeah, in LA, and that first night, I remember.
Well, go
You
after
could say-
hotter girls.
If they
Yeah.
say you don't
You know,
have
you
good
deserve
energy,
it. You've earned a hotter girl.
Well,
You're just gaming girls who are not hot.
I feel like when I go after hotter girls, I
Well, did
achieve.
No,
again.
he
I'm
said
better
she
at
was
that.
good.
Yes.
That's what I was used to
He
going
didn't.
after hotter
Right, fair,
girls.
fair. So what I'm noting is that when you go into a room, there are hot girls in the room, but you end up talking to the girl who's not hot. You don't go after the hottest girl in the room and work your way down. You go for the most convenient nearby one to work the mustard up to get to the hottie. But by that point, she's already gone, and you're stuck with the girl who's not hot.
And it's totally different when I'm in Baltimore, when I go on the strip club, because I pass by all the ugly ones and go straight for the hot ones.
Okay, good.
Well, that's what we're doing tonight. So we're going to go to a strip club at some point.
Because even the girl that I told you about, she's always telling me, before we ever go out on a date, we're not having sex.
Right.
And I'm like, if he said yesterday, that's when they always going to say, they always going to end up happening.
That's right, because she's thinking about it.
Yeah.
We're not having sex.
So I told her yesterday, I said, look.
Yes, dear. That's my answer to that. Yes, dear. We're not having sex. I didn't shave. I'm not feeling sexy, so you're right. We're not having sex. So, in A1, we need openers on a list. And that's what we're going to do next with Baxter's help, is construct these cheat sheets with lots of good, fun stuff, right?
Indeed.
We need openers for A1. We need DHV stories for A2. We need qualifier questions for A3. And we need comfort building gambits for C1. That's it. If we have 3 stories for each of these 4 phases, 12 stories on a list, just a list of 12 stories in your back pocket, you can fill 25 to 40 minutes of time meeting the objectives of all the phases efficiently and get the girl. That's the beauty of the cheat sheet. That's the beauty of this, is you will just practice what's on your cheat sheet until you get the girl. You will keep gaming until this stuff becomes profoundly interesting to women. Your timing will come back over a dozen or 2 dozen approach attempts. It's all about your material and getting it tight. That's what the skill set is. Here's a thought that I'd like to share since we're recording. I'll find a picture of it. But you guys have the 9 phases of the M3 model now. That is something to review. It is a principle, the principle of structure, that there is a structure in the timeline of a pleasing love story. Next up is, forgive me, what was I looking for? Not the cheat sheet.
It's so profound, you had to say.
Yeah, but, oh yeah, that's right, thank you. It's on my Instagram. 3, 2, 1, found it. Okay, if you could write this down. The evolution of a proficient pickup artist. There are 3 stages to the evolution of a proficient pickup artist. It sounds simple, but it's not simplistic. There are 3 stages, and you have to know what stage you're in. I believe a lot of people put themselves in the wrong stage. There are 3 stages. Stage 1 is develop the skill set. And the skill set is saying your stories and your DHV stories and your openers and your qualifiers and your comfort games, saying those routines smoothly without hesitation, without hiccuping. Skill set development. The skill is being able to run your cheat sheet. Memorize the cheat sheet so you can run 3 pieces of material for each of the 4 phases and get the girl. That's the art. The art is getting good at selecting what material you're going to run next. And that art is infinite, right? Just like Chris Rock, every time he gets on stage, it's a new show. He puts a new show together every year. Well, you too will have your own cheat sheet that'll be different from everyone else's. You're your own show. That's your performance. I do wand magic. No one else does wand magic. This is just what I do. This is my repertoire, right? You're going to come up with your own repertoire. You've got stories that you've told people that I don't tell because they're not my stories, right? It's what makes you unique. For now, I'm giving you a bunch of openers that are not unique in that a few hundred people are using them around the world, but only a few hundred people in 7 billion people are using these routines around the world. You're not going to bump into anybody who's heard this shit before, or maybe they have heard it before weeks ago or months ago or years ago, Maybe they have, but there's no context to it being pickup related. It doesn't seem like a pickup when you run lunch at the W.
Murder,
Yeah.
Mary, Shag's the only one that I ran into before.
Yeah, oh, that's fair. That's fair. Because it's, again, not a pickup related routine. It's a
Mainstream.
game. It's mainstream. It's a
And
mainstream
it's stuff
gambit.
that, you know, obviously, as you see, we make stuff up constantly and we field testing stuff constantly, so you're always getting new stuff. Anyway,
Yeah.
every boot camp.
Yep.
I've been to three. I've always got new stuff. I got a lot from him in Miami that I.
Yeah, good.
I got a lot, you know. Of course, I've got stuff from you.
Cool.
And Cosmo. So
Yep.
between
Yeah,
three.
well, I've seen your cheat sheet. It's huge.
Well,
That's what she said.
He's got
I just
just
went through it like, okay, I'm just
Systematically, yeah.
Study this stuff, and then I haven't gotten through everything, so I'm just.
It's a lot to get through.
it's a lot to get through and memorize and automate and use in field and get good at. Yeah, fair enough.
Like the cashmere sweater when I've got the jealous girlfriend, I'm okay with it. The listening values is too as long as.
It's a long routine and worth doing. It's 5 minutes of in field that packs a punch. Styles eliciting values routine.
I didn't get all of it, and then I tried it on somebody.
Some routines take a week to get good at. One routine in a week.
Yeah, one girl caught me looking at my cheat sheet.
I've been caught.
Like,
Look,
what is this? I'm like, oh, it's a class, I'll take it.
that's right. That's right. These are notes. Notes for later. Okay, so again, the first stage in the evolution of a proficient pickup artist is develop the skill set. The second stage is use the skill set. And the third stage is choose a long-term relationship. Choose an LTR. Some people think they're in stage 3. They're gaming, trying to choose an LTR. They're literally walking out looking for a girlfriend. They see a girl and go, okay, I want her to be my girlfriend. I'm going to walk up to her. Hi, I like you. Do you like me? Do you want to be my girlfriend? No? Okay. Damn. Girls are harsh. Do you want to be my girlfriend? No? Do you want to be? They're in stage 3 when they don't have the skills to do it. They can't use the skill and get a dozen numbers, do what we do, get a list of girls' contact information so we can follow up. Get sexual access that way by having a dozen numbers on your list. So if one girl doesn't answer, you just go down the list. Say, come over. If she says no, you go down the list. Come over. With the dozen girls, you're pretty much insured to have some fun.
And be sure certain hotties will be doing the same. They got a list of dudes.
That's right.
And you've got to rise above that. You've got to stand out above a list of probably high-end guys. You know?
And some they ask for
They're not
money.
dating bums.
Yep.
I said sometimes they ask for money. They have that list like, okay, I can't get anything from them.
Yeah, fair.
Especially with strippers.
Okay, so there are these 3 stages. The first stage, skill set development. What stage are you in? Are you in skill set development? You're in stage 1, skill set development. It's a little humbling, to say, okay, I'm in training. So my game is going to be different out in field. I'm out to train. What am I training? I'm training to get my repertoire of material polished. And in a sequence that is pleasing, A1, A2, A3, C1. That's it. That's the art. I think that's succinct. That is what you have to get good at. That's the skill. Storytelling with delivery points all matching the story. Being able to run it with charisma, with good delivery, smiling, for instance.
And a bit of bravado
And some moxie.
and moxie.
Yeah, creative courage, moxie, having good animation. Right. Some guys try to use the skills that they don't develop. They're actually trying to get a dozen girls. They're up gaming. They know they don't want a girlfriend. They just want to have lots of sex. So they're out for sex. But if you're out for sex and you don't have the skill set, then you're going to fail, and your game is also only for sexual partners, not for building social circles, not for practicing your material. It's only for sexual partners. And when that failure happens, when you don't have the skill set, you can get worn down. So get in the right stage first. Skill set development is where we're all at. You will then move to skill set use when you have a dozen numbers and you can call them up and several of them give you what you want, which is compliance. All right, come over, and they do. And then choose one of those girls to have a long-term relationship with. Don't pick one girl to become your girlfriend. Pick a dozen girls to date, and out of those dates, one girl will become the coolest of the bunch. So you're choosing from a dozen girls who have first chosen you. That's the right way of playing this game. If you want to have that type of beautiful woman that can reach your spirit, that can really be a companion to you. If you're looking for a companion, like I think we all are, the girl who's so damn hot that you would marry her. It's like some girls you just go, I would marry her. I hope her name's cool because I would marry her. Some girls are just so beautiful, right? Those are the girls I'd like you to have in your life. Why? Because I've had that in my life. I've had girls I was attracted to in my life. I believe it's possible for all of us to do that, strongly. You just have to have the courage to build the skill set first. Then use the skill set, get a dozen numbers, and then choose one. That's how we do it. Isn't that a clever, rational way of doing this? So it all comes back down to level 1 again, or stage 1, which is about building this cheat sheet. We need a cheat sheet with 3 pieces of material per phase. Let's work on that next. Let's take a break, and when we come back, we will work on a brand new cheat sheet for everybody.
So we're going to go through openers. Did anyone try any of my openers last night? And when I say that, I'm going to go to you, Russell. What of the things yesterday that we taught you, what did you use? What did you practice?
Wing, wing, wing.
I saw wing, 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 I was there.
Yeah.
What else? Second best shoes?
I only use one opener. The
What?
wing.
Wing, wing. Okay, so we're gonna have to give you a lot of openers. Do you remember any from yesterday? The one you practiced walking? Are you following me? Why? I'm awesome.
No, I did not use that.
Okay, so now you write it down and you have to use it. 5 times tonight. That's something you can practice 20 times in a night, 50 times a night. It's just constant. You follow me? You follow me? You follow me?
Because I walk to work and walk from work, I want to use that as well.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
was using it last night. Especially in New York, everyone's
Yeah.
walking.
I don't use it.
Somewhere.
Because you do, you know, so I just don't. I don't have the contingencies fast. So maybe I should use it.
It's quick, you know, it's a quick open for people that are moving fast. The second best, you need to say everything is the second best. The number 1 thing you can say is you have the second best shoes I've seen today. Right? But you can't say it if they have bad shoes. You should really only say it if they're wearing high heels or boots, like sexy boots. But you can pick something else. You have the second best coat I've seen today, second best hairstyle I've seen today, second best skirt, whatever, bag, tattoo. And then you say, who's got the first? They say, who's got the first? Me, of course. Big smiles, open body language. Looks like you're going in for a hug, but you don't. Sometimes when I do that anyway, they do that because they think I am, and I go in. Next one, I called the gold digger test. You just read it. You have to watch here, Russell, for the body language. Would you rather be 100% materially satisfied or 100% sexually satisfied? What do you think? Repeat.
Would you rather be
100%.
materially satisfied,
Yeah. Or
or
100% sexually satisfied.
100% sexually satisfied?
Yeah. And you said it. Great. And then go ace at the end. Do it. Do that.
What?
Do this. Smile.
The girl answer and then I do this.
No, you ask the question and then go like this. So do it. Just do this. That's it. That's it. Now say the whole thing and then do this, and then you wait for our answer.
Can you repeat?
Yeah. Would you rather be
Would you rather be
100% materially satisfied or 100% sexually satisfied? Is that good?
Yeah, but is this mine or is that mine?
That's mine. It's finished. It's mine.
Joe T instead of Joe D.
Joe T.
Right, everyone? Go.
So I don't need to say hey.
No, you're just saying the opener. You're just practice the opener. Go.
Would you rather be 100% materially satisfied or sexually satisfied?
Or 100% sexually satisfied.
100% sexually satisfied.
I didn't see you do this.
You gotta point to yourself.
Sexually.
Materially satisfied, sexually satisfied.
What? Materially satisfied.
Right.
Sexually satisfied.
Yeah.
Or you can do both, materially satisfied or sexually satisfied. What would you rather?
Okay.
And then link it.
Would you rather be 100% materially satisfied
Well, you
or
can do it to yourself.
100% sexually satisfied?
Yeah.
And smile.
Sexually. And then you have to go. That's it.
Yes.
Now do the whole thing from the top.
Would you rather be 100% materially satisfied or sexually satisfied?
100%.
Or
Start again.
would you rather be 100% materially satisfied or 100% sexually satisfied?
Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
That's it. That's it. And now you have to do that tonight.
That's it. The great.
That's it.
It's a great opener.
And now you just practice it. So you know at least one thing to say when you're out. At least.
A pre-opener can be, hey guys, to get their attention. Hey guys, would you rather be 100% materially satisfied or 100% sexually satisfied?
There you go.
Big smile.
And it's called the gold digger test.
Go digger test.
Yeah. There's a little animation about it, and I'll read it to you. The gold digger test takes 10 to 15 seconds. It's an opener. And then I've got a list. You have to gesture with it, or it doesn't make sense. You have to do the pointing, or it's worthless. They may say sexually satisfied, and you go, cool, I'm Russell.
Okay.
Yeah, if they say sexually satisfied,
Oh.
you say, look at me, Russell. You say, cool, I'm Russell.
Okay, cool. I'm Russell.
That's it. Oh, I liked it when he did that. Look, listen to this, Eric. We'll do that last bit then. So I sexually satisfied.
Cool. I'm Russell.
Yeah. That's it. That's it. If they say materially satisfied, I say it just means that you haven't been very, very sexually satisfied before. That's a shame. Anyway, your luck has changed. I'm Russell. You don't have to write that one down. You can take a picture later. And both is this. If they say both, I go, really? Give me a hand a minute. Which is compliance. Bad girl, that's greedy. Greedy, but me too. Let's get a drink and talk about it over here. Walls have ears. So, take a picture of that. So you can write it down here. It's long.
Yeah.
But to hear all the little sound bites of it.
That's that strip club.
Yeah. It's great for a strip club. It's great. But I also say, I say this, material in the strip club, I say materially satisfied, sexually satisfied, or spiritually satisfied.
Yeah.
That's what I say. And I say you can pick two.
That goes back to the strip club.
You can pick two. Which two do you want?
Yeah.
That's it. And if they pick sexually and spiritually, you're definitely on a winner.
Yeah.
Next. Good guy, bad guy. I'm trying to keep it simple for Russell.
Yeah.
I don't want to do too long ones, so I'll do quick ones. I call this the 99% opener. It's a bit of a cheat, and it's a pre-opener. So I say, I was just chatting to my girlfriend over there, and we were discussing. And then you can use any opener afterwards, because immediately her shield has gone down. Because you've just said, I'm just chatting to my girlfriend over there, and we were discussing. Then whatever opener you want, okay? Which we'll go into more in a minute. And at some point, you're telling a story, and then you say, yeah, anyway, I was out the other day with my girlfriend and her boyfriend. And then automatically the girl will stop you and say, hang on a minute. I thought that was your girlfriend. And you say, yeah, she is. Oh, I know what you mean, silly. No, she's a friend who's a girl. Yeah, she's not my type. So, yeah, she tried, it's not my type. Okay? So
DHV's built in like that, important.
She's given you a long bit of time chatting because she thinks you've got a girlfriend. Throughout this time, you're hitting attraction switches, and she's probably thinking, consciously or subconsciously, that, oh, I wish he wasn't.
Too bad he's taken.
Yeah, and there's a bit of jealousy starts building up as well. It's like, no, I want him. Maybe I can get him. Yeah? I've had lots of girls that, you know, try to get me if I've mentioned I've had a girlfriend, because it heightens the attraction. You know, why is it that guys always say, damn, whenever I have a girlfriend, a girl's hit on me, and whenever I'm not, they don't. Because you look desperate. That's why. You look needy. Because you're looking on the hunt. And there's jealousy because they know you've got a girlfriend, so you must be cool.
Pre-selection.
Pre-selection.
Built into the routine.
We need to get you more animated. So ways of doing that is, Mystery might swim through a club.
A swim from set to set. Yeah. Yeah, just swim.
I use that in LA.
Yeah. And I fly.
He flies into a set.
So, with that in mind, I want you to practice doing that. So in a minute, we're going to go in there. I'm going to give you a couple more. We're going to go in there and we're going to practice all these things. Hiding, peekaboo. You have to do it because you need to get more animation in you if you're going to be Kiev, Ukraine ready. Or as we call it, bang ready.
Playboy Mansion ready.
Playboy Mansion ready. You have to. You need to get out. There's something holding you in your shell, and you need to release it. Fair? You ready for that?
Ready for what?
For breaking out of your shell.
I'll try my best.
All right.
there's only do or don't do. So if you want to do it, you can just tell yourself to do it. Because I know there's an internal battle that's going on in here. Internal. You've got to be out your head, not in your head, to get ahead. Alright?
And you get paid.
Exactly. Right. Props. We need to get you some props. Otherwise you've got nice clothes, but nothing's jumping out. Peacocking. Peacock theory. There's so many forms of it. Have you heard of peacock theory?
Peacock theory means dress up.
Dressing outlandishly. Just like a peacock has this long tail that opens up and is this beautiful, but it's in the way of life. It's this big cumbersome tail. It's in the way, but they keep it really beautiful. And women, the females select the males based on how beautiful their tail is, right? So in the same way, we can convey that we have value, high value, by dressing in a way that looks like we can handle the social stigma of dressing up weird.
Exactly.
That's the idea.
Conviction.
Like you wearing your peacocky bow tie yesterday worked.
It worked in many ways. It worked for you. It got you in the club. It got you in many clubs. They wouldn't have let you in the clothes you were wearing before. Women wouldn't have talked to you, the ones you talked to, because they would have thought you were too young and too much like
Too immature.
a boy.
Yeah, now you're dressed like a man. But yesterday you were dressed like a boy.
So now we need to dress you with, or you need to go out and buy that, peacocky things. So for example, we have the whistle gambit. I'm going to show you a whistle. So the whistle gambit. A girl might say to me, "What's this?" Which I want her to do. And I'll say, "Are you good at blowing? Are you good at blowing?"
No.
No.
Right answer.
Good, right answer, pal.
You can say. So a girl might go,
They usually say yes, but
they go yes, or they might go, "Huh? What do you mean?" And then I do this. What does it say? Come closer. And this is what the girl has to do. Come
girl
closer.
has to come closer.
The girl has to sit here. Come on. What does it say?
Are you good at blowing?
Yeah, so I show it, and then they want to blow on it. So I'll say, "Prove it." Or they'll go, "Can I blow on it?"
Yeah, they want to blow
And
it.
I'll say, "Prove it, you don't have to blow on it." But look how close they come to me. They're coming this close. My head's here. They're coming this close and going right in front of me. And I'm looking at in their eyes, deeply smiling. And then I'll say, "Yeah, I'll give that a 7 out of 10. You can take your seat back now.
Yeah,
So have a look quickly, and then
it's a whistle opener,
there's another one.
a whistle gambit.
So right, this one's for models. I call it model size 0. I say to some models, I'm in the industry and I've noticed, it was on a documentary as well, so it really brought to light, I noticed that women with a lower waist size have less sexual appetite. Less. What do you think about that? What do you think about that?
I don't think so. That's what she would say.
So say it.
I don't think so. I think you're wrong.
Yeah, why? And why is a qualifier? Why?
Because I have a huge sexual appetite.
Okay, cool. My name's Baxter. But what you're saying is basically you hang around models. The subtext is you hang around models. You're in the industry.
Yeah.
Beauty is not, unfamiliar to you, and that you're getting her to sort of prove herself sexually a bit. And you can say, oh, it was a rubbish documentary anyway. And that hits, funnily enough.
What's the name of that routine?
Model size 0.
Model size 0.
The ring opener. So when you're going into a club alone and you don't want to seem like you're on your own, what you can do is you go and say, you have to be my best friends for the next 2 minutes because I've got one of my best friends coming in and he got engaged to this girl after only 3 weeks, and he asked for the ring back afterwards. Is that bad or good? Is that bad or good, Paul?
Bad.
Why?
Cheapskate.
You should have asked it back.
Right? Well, guess what? Before they got together, when he gave her the ring at first, she said, I want a bigger one. Is that bad or good?
Bad.
Right, so who's in the wrong? I don't know, but in the next 2 minutes we're going to find out. I'm Rob, by the way. Right? Or she's coming and he's coming, and we're going to find out. It's all going to be discussed. So it's the ring opener, but when you're on your own, you have to be my next best friend for 2 minutes. Because guess what's happening? Guess what's about to happen? I've got this really close friend, and he just got engaged to a girl after knowing her for 3 weeks. Only. I mean, that's quite soon, isn't it? Yeah, she says. Well, she asked for the ring back. Oh, sorry, he asked for the ring back because they broke up. Is that bad or good?
Yes.
It's bad, right? Why?
That was good.
Why?
See the power of why?
Yeah.
Why puts it back on them. Why is a qualifier question. It gets them to invest.
And it reframes it.
Just answer the question. Why?
Because it's bigger.
It's bigger. And
I want to show it off.
it's bigger, great. But the funny twist is that when he gave her the ring, she said she wanted a bigger ring. I mean, it's a long story, but it's a long story. But what do you think about that? Bad or good? Bigger ring? Asking for a bigger ring? Bad or good?
I didn't get the.
Just answer bad or good. Good. Why?
Because it's always nice to have a bigger ring. Size matters.
Oh, what do you think?
Size.
Baxter. I think we met at the right time. So you get it. You're in there. You're telling a story. There's subtext in it, and now you've got some time when they're coming. Now you may think that we'll explain it to you later properly, don't worry. You can take a picture of it. You may think that she might say, well, I thought your friends were coming. Normally they don't, because now there's you're getting attraction as you go along, and what you're doing is playing for time. You keep playing for time. This will give you 30 seconds, this will give you a minute, this will give you 5 minutes, this routine will give you an hour, So you're only playing for time anyway. If she doesn't mention it, it means she fancies you anyway, so you can see it as an IOI, indicator of interest. Just like if a stripper never says to you, do you want to dance? I don't get that much. I get it still, and it depends on the city. In Miami, that's all they say, like robots. But if you can talk to a girl in a strip club and she doesn't ask for a dance, you know that she fancies you. It's an IOI. So it's the same thing. If she's like, where are your friends? You're like, I did something wrong. I'm going to have to counter that. Next one.
Did you say that?
If they do say,
Yeah, where's your friend?
for which one? Where's your friends? And I go, you know what? They text me and said they made up and they're at home doing something naughty. You know, I'm too innocent for that. I've got a halo, but it's on fire. Don't tip it. Yeah.
So what I use is, I'm the tribal leader. They'll find me.
They text me they're having sex in the bathroom. What can I do? I would have sold the ring on eBay.
Oh, one of her girlfriends didn't bring her ID, can't get in, so they're outside trying to solve the problem.
Yeah, that's
I'm not getting involved.
But they, you know what? They don't really care. If they're still with you, they're still with you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, if you put the 99% secret opener before that as well, it double powers it.
How can we practice this?
I want to go in the other room and practice because we can move.
Okay.
And I want to practice the current emotional state openers. So let's go next door.
Okay.
Active.
What an excellent opportunity it is to meet up with someone who knows the score, understands pickup, knows what good pickup looks like, and can watch you game. That's what night one is all about. Instant feedback. I have to watch you, just like my TV show. I have to watch the students bomb. I got to see what I'm dealing with, where I'm working with, or what level you're at now. So tonight we're going to go out, we're going to work a lot of sets. I'm not a judge. I'm not judging your sets. I'm going to critique them. I'll give you some pointers for the next set to help it. But I'm here just to provide you some instant feedback so that you can give your next set some new considerations. Nothing too overwhelming, just enough to fix what I saw was a problem in the previous set. So the next set will open and you have some positive feedback on what's working and what needs work, what you need to focus in on the next set. And you'll get better and better set after set after set. That's what instant feedback is about. So those are the 5 principles. If you memorized them, committed them to memory like I do, I can I can return to them rather. I can return to my 5 principles and think, what am I going to focus on tonight? Is it the structure? Have I lost sight of my structure? I have the structure memorized. A1, A2, A3, move to C1, time bridge, bounce, C2, and that's already off in the mid game. I have that built in. A1, A2, A3, move the set into a C1 location where you can run C1 material, comfort material, and you've got attraction done, comfort done, and you can get a time bridge or a phone number. And it will mean something because you will be attracted to each other and you will have built some comfort already in C1. Then you can get a phone number that's worth something. That's what pickup is, the first 4 phases, A1, A2, A3, move to C1. So structure is super important. Stick to the structure. Tomorrow we're going to zoom into the full structure from meet to sex, but for tonight, A1, A2, A3, move into C1. Those are the first 4 phases that we need to get good at in pickup in field. Structure. Memorize this. The first principle is structure. The second principle is material, to fill in the structure. The third is delivery. Delivery of your material, to make it smooth without any ums and ahs and pauses. Then volume and velocity is to get you working enough sets so that your delivery can become polished, right? And you can meet hot girls because it's really fun to open sets that work. When you know how to open up a set, opening up a set is fun. You're going to laugh with the girls, they're going to show you interest. It's so much fun, people forget about the fun of this, right? And the last is instant feedback, and you're going to get that from me personally, and from Baxter as well. And from each other, really. That's what will happen over the course of the weekend. So those are the 5 key principles, and by memorizing that and returning to it again and again and again, you'll be able to focus your mind on key principles to get polished in that principle, to get better at it. Fair? All right. Baxter, your turn. Those are the 5 key principles to proficient pickup. Like, this is a performing art. So you are a performer and you have to perform something. So if you're going to perform the ring flight gambit, that's an example of something to perform. Right? It's something to do in field. If you stack enough of these something to do's, you will convey your personality and your show will unfold. But if you don't run material, then you're just bantering. You're just talking, trying to wear her down. And that's not what we're about. We're not trying to wear her down. We're trying to intrigue her. We're trying to get interest from her. We're trying to get indicators of interest from her to elicit IOIs. And our gambits, our material, is what captivates them so that we can hang around long enough with them to convey enough of our personality so that she will show indicators of interest for having done so. Fair? It's about the delivery. You have to change your delivery. No one wants a low energy, quiet person. They don't want that. They want someone that's going to take control. Come on, we're going over here. You know, loud, you know, brash openness, bravado is what you need. Good word. Do you know what that word means? Bravado. I'm going to keep looking at you until you answer. Yes or no?
No.
Google it now. Everyone Google it. Go. Bravado. Especially in New York.
Bold manner. Or show of boldness intended to impress or intimidate.
That's not the... Yeah, read it.
A bold manner.
A bold, not bald, bold.
Yeah, bold manner.
Yeah, just in case they hear it as bald. Bold.
Or a show of boldness intended to impress or intimidate.
So you have to be more bold.
See, that's the thing, my personality is not like that. So I need to change that.
You need to change it. You need to change it soon.
How to spell?
And how do you do that?
Can you spell it to him? Or
Yeah.
show it?
Yeah. So how do you it's your
Speaking louder. You're still too quiet. That's one way of doing it. Speaking louder. Would you rather have a man that sounds like he's in a box? Or does she want a man that sounds like she's in a box? Not that you sound like you're in a box. But which is more attractive, this guy or this guy? Who's more attractive?
The loud one.
Exactly. You're loud enough, aren't you? Would you say? You could be a little bit more.
Yeah, I have to practice.
20% more, I would say.
Focusing on my non-verbals.
35 to 40% more louder. You need to be about 35% more. And Russell, you need to be about 70% louder.
70% louder.
Yeah, can you? Yeah?
So
Even now you sound better.
Yeah, I look up the dictionary. So bravado means you have to pretend.
Not pretend,
But
flirt.
I looked up the dictionary. It means you have to fake, like pretend, be.
It's not pretending. Bravado is being out there, being loud, being brash, being bold. Do you know what the word bold is? B-O-L-D. You know?
Brave.
Brave, yeah, exactly. Brave, bold, but Google bold. Yeah, bold. B-O-L-D. And by the way, you know, you actually become who you try to be. You can become who you try to be. It's like a habit. You do a habit for, what is it, 39 days? It's something like that.
Yeah.
If you do that, same thing, it becomes you. So then it's not fake, it's changing. You don't go, oh, I'm going to, are you listening, Russell? You don't say this, you don't think this. You don't go, oh, I want to start running, and you know, and then people say, oh, but you can't do that, you've never done it before. So I have to pretend to run until I learn to actually run. Yeah, I might be running really badly, but as soon as I do it every day for 39 days, I can run. So if you do this for 39 days, for example, that's how long it takes for a habit to become real, you will be that person. You will have bravado. It will be you. But you've got to work towards it. You don't just go, today's bravado. So you're going to have to pretend, I guess, a bit until you get it. But really, the key word is practice. You have to practice to get better.
So So there's no such thing as being born with like a soft voice. There's no such thing. You can increase your vocal volume. You can increase your vocal volume. Like,
Yeah.
There's no such thing as like.
You can increase it. I'm increasing it now because why? You're a group. So if I'm talking to a group of girls, I need to be louder. So I'm going to speak more from here and less from my throat. Yeah? So that's what we got to practice.
Did you go for vocal? Like, does it help? Vocal?
I just started to concentrate my voice being here. Shall I give you a tip? You ready? Touch your throat. Everyone? Go. Hello.
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 Now touch here. Hello. Try and get the voice from here. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Where we really want it is here. Now. Hello.
Hello.
The difference? Hello.
Hello.
Yeah? Do you feel the difference?
Hello. Hello.
Do you feel the difference?
Yeah.
You have to do that a lot. That's where singers sing from. They don't sing from the throat. They don't sing from the chest. They sing from the diaphragm. And I'm not even doing it because I'm not singing. I'm not even doing it as good as I can do it, as good as possible to do it. And you, again, this is something you're going to have to practice. Put it on YouTube if you want, or hire a vocal coach. I suggest hiring a vocal coach. Let me know if you need one, I know loads. Because they're awesome. They really get you to speak from your diaphragm. And people notice that. When you're in a crowd, they think, he's really confident. It's also going to help you in life, you know, if you have to present or whatever.
I think it helps with work as well. Like in my
Yeah,
experience.
that's what I mean. Like this is, you know, we're in my office, really, aren't we? Or your office, actually.
So, do you know vocal coach in New York?
I'll check. I know someone in Boston that can probably come over, but let me check. Go back. So we have to practice from here tonight. We're going to be loud. We're going to have bravado. Yeah, bravado tonight. Thanks for watching to the end again. That makes you special. Okay, so what I want you to do is learn now to construct your own openers. What is an opener? It's opening a conversation, starting a conversation. You might want to do this at a networking event, a bar, a park, wherever, but be social. And by doing that, you need good openers, good starting topics to talk about. So constructing them is valuable. Don't just rely on using R's, for example, even though they're good, awesome, and tried and tested. So invent some of your own to be more authentic and more you. So a good way to do that is with an opener, I like to end on what I call a double bind. It basically means, do you want the gold package or do you want the platinum package? But really it gives them a choice of answer. It's not a close-ended question, you know, like, are you enjoying yourself? That's only a yes or no answer. You want them to go inside, think of your question, your opener, and go in and give you a proper response. So they have to go inside, think about it and respond. And that stops them doing their auto-responders. Yes, no, I've got a boyfriend, you know, that sort of thing. So learn to construct your openers, learn to construct your routines, and give them a good question at the end that they can give you a nice, hopefully detailed answer to.